enough of the politics, the censorship. Let's get straight to it. We're not going to brush this under the rug. We're not going to politely speak about this. We're going to be transparent and call it exactly for what it is. Are we going to finally be honest? Are we going to be honest about the point of social media? Are we going to be honest about these laws? Are we going to be honest about how the government feels about us? Are we going to be honest about the people who are monitoring our every movement every day that we get in front of the camera and we post and upload and share our views and our opinions on anything remotely having to do with something opposing their agendas? Are we going to be honest? The reason why Candace Owens was suspended from YouTube has absolutely nothing to do with the following explanation, and that was given. Let me read. YouTube Partner Program, due to violations of the YouTube Partner Program policies, including our ad friendly guidelines and community guidelines. The Candace Owens channel has been suspended from the YouTube Partner Program. Examples of this include the community guidelines violations outlined above, along with our ad friendly guidelines, which states that content that incite hatred against, promotes discrimination, disparages, or humiliates an individual or group of people is not suitable for advertising. The channel can be reevaluated for the YouTube Partner Program after 90 days when you see the option to reapply on your monetization page. A channel that reapplies to be part of YPP will be readmitted only after it has addressed the issues that triggered the suspension. Alrighty. So let's start here. I can name 5 platforms. I can name 5 channels alone that violate your policies. I can name a number of various content creators who violate your policies. Hate speech, racism, bigotry, sexual immorality. 5 strong ones that I can give you right off the top of my head that would incite such actions to be taken. Yet and still, those platforms, they flourish, they thrive. People yield to them, people adorn them, people love and lust and pursue any type of admiration that they can get from these content creators daily through TikToks, through Reels, through hour-long live streams that are created in a way where they manipulate the footage while still also giving just enough to captivate and mesmerize the eyes of the men alone, let alone going towards how women make these different videos about hating men and men ain't this, men ain't that, and that and the third. I've noticed a lot of hypocrisy from you guys, man. And while I understand that this is a business, you're showing me that you don't have any no moral code. I don't think this will ever go anywhere, honestly. The people aren't speaking up enough against this. People care too much more about capitalizing off of the misfortunes of other people other than calling out the BS that is being pushed on a daily basis. And this is just another example of how Uncle Sam and the powers to be lie to us and lie in our face every day when they say freedom of speech exists. That is real. This is absolutely BS. Anytime someone is going against something that you might look at as harmful economically, you find ways to bring those structures down. But what you don't realize is it doesn't matter how many channels you take down that isn't sexually immoral. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times you have your white collar people and your ninjas hiding in the darkness, scoping out these channels that speak for righteousness, that speak against bigotry, that speak against the foul, the just audacious actions and choices that are being implemented to tear down certain genders and races to make them look a certain way so that you can continue to push this poisonous, toxic narrative to the people. No matter how many times you strike people and you try to keep them off of the camera, it's not going to stop the righteous from getting the word out. It's not going to stop God from getting his message out. It's not going to stop the people who really stand for something and mean something. It's not going to stop them from being heard. This was absolutely a trash excuse. You're hiding behind your guidelines as if these guidelines actually mean anything or actually stand for something. They're really just there to give the illusion that fairness is all across the board when it really isn't. Give me a get for every video that you can find of hers that displays anything that you expressed here in these guidelines. I can give you 20 more videos that are way more explicit, way more direct, has absolutely zero subtlety to it. I understand what you're doing though, but it's not going to work. You think that you can really stop her or others like her from speaking the truth? All right.